Here's the dose of insanity. Ah! Just kidding. Let's carry on with the card review. Mana Reservoir. 2 mana, 0/6 elemental, so a lot of health, no attack, dies instantly to Swapperoonies. Swapperoonies, okay. Also, you can probably kill it off with all of your little minions, but you sacrifice like 1 turn. How good is spell damage? Pretty good. We saw some interesting things, revolve around spell damage. A specific 3 mana minion that cannot attack unless you have spell damage. So this is kind of the thing you might want to play in conjunction with that. So you get a little 1 beefy minion that can do a lot of damage, and 1 other little minion that supports it, plus it supports your spells with added spell damage. So I like the minion. It's not as powerful. On first glance it looks insane and really sticky, but it's actually not. Something with a little bit more health and stealth might be broken, but it's cute. Plus it has the elemental benefit. Next we have Magic Dart Frog, 2 mana, 1/3 beast for mage. After you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion. Okay, so this thing synergizes with a lot of spells. We get that added ping effect, a lot of spells, a lot of pew 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 pew, kind of like the knife juggler. But this thing can only go for minions, so it cannot hit face. So it's not like the really big, high impactful go all face kind of style, but it's definitely a strong minion because it's going to help you clear the board as fast as possible or take control of the board, and always having that extra 1 damage to specific minions is always going to help. So yeah, I like the concept, I like the art, I like the card itself. I think it's gonna be great. Next we have Magic Carpet, 3 mana, 1/6. Okay, stats I don't really like. After you play a 1 cost minion, give it +1 attack and rush. Is it only for the turn, or does the buff remain, the 1 attack? The rush things... Okay, so this looks like a card that actually synergizes well with lackeys, because those are 1 mana cost cards, minions specifically. So this Magic Carpet might be magical for the lackeys. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know how much support this is going to bring, because you don't really want to play all of your 1 mana and rush them into something that often if you're trying to play like a zoo or token style deck. You don't want to sacrifice your minions, you want to keep them alive as much as possible and continue buffing them up, and then just pinging and chipping away and then just killing your opponent. Mad Summoner, 6 mana, 4/4 demon. It's a neutral minion. Battlecry, fill each player's board with 1/1 imps. Okay, now that is insane. Also, the art is like super cool. That's insane, especially with what the Warlock has, being able to buff all of your demons. So this thing would be a 5/4 then, and all of your 1/1s would be 2/1s, and you would effectively deal 1 damage to all of the boards, so you would get rid of all of his things. It's a big combo to pull off, kind of late in the game, but it's definitely something to keep in mind, because throughout the game you're constantly gonna have other things, and if you can keep flooding and swarming the board, eventually they're not gonna have as many board clears. So this might actually be viable. Next we have Jumbo Imp. Okay, I heard about this card, I saw a little bit about this card. This card is also going to be insane. So this is like the giant version of a card. We all know giants live in Hearthstone, there are typically 8/8 minions with really high mana costs, and they get the added benefit of reducing their mana cost by doing something specifically. This one has one less, costs one less whenever a friendly demon dies while this is in your hand. So all you have to do is draw this thing, and when you play a lot of demons and your little 1/1s die and blah blah blah, this is gonna get cheaper and cheaper. So even if 5 minions die and this is a 5 mana 8/8 demon, it's still really good. You can really fast get this thing down to 0 cost even, and having all that demon synergy and all of those new demons and a lot of small 1/1 demons inside Warlock, we're definitely gonna see Jumbo Imp even in the most obscure decks possible, because it's not that hard to play just a couple of demons. Well, you know, you do have to draw this thing. Really curious to see if we're gonna actually have the draw demons from your deck card. You know, the one card that never sees in almost any play. 3 mana, draw 2 demons from your... Whew. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see. Maybe Illidan is gonna be great again. Probably not. Kirin Tor TriCaster. 4 mana 3/3 mage minion. Spell damage +3. Oh, that's a lot of spell damage. Your spells cost 1 more. Okay. I can see the value of it. This is a really high impactful card. It probably needs a little bit more setup. Excuse me yet once more. Probably needs a little bit more setup, but spell damage +3 is not to be joking around with. I think this card is gonna be insane. This thing, even if a fireball costs 5 mana, it's gonna deal 9 damage. Right? It's gonna deal 9 damage. 10 mana for 10 damage was usually the norm, right? 5 mana for 9? That's a lot. Just saying. Next we have River War Mage Battlecry. If you're holding a spell that costs 5 or more, deal 4 damage. So a 5 mana 4/4 neutral card. Whenever you have spells in hand that cost 5 or more, which is not that hard to pull off because all of the classes have high spells that are typically good and you might want to run them. This thing deals 4 damage. It can deal 4 damage to a minion or even face. What the hell? So yeah, I like this card. This card is insane. It is good. Next we have 1 mana 2/1 Acorn Bearer. What? Dafrel, add 2 1/1 squirrels to your hand. I'm assuming squirrels are beasts, so a little bit of beast synergy afterwards. Dafrel mechanic, a 1 mana, 1 drop, 2/1 Dafrel Druid card. Really good. Token. What can I say? Really good 1 drop for token synergies. Up from there, it's gonna go beyond. Next we have 2 mana 2/3 Sunreaver Spy. Battlecry, if you control a secret, gain +1/+1. Okay, so another card that synergizes well with secrets. It is a 2 mana 3/4 then, effectively. So I'm guessing Hunter might run this, Paladin might run this. I don't know if Mage is going to be more secret focused. Probably not. Mage is probably going to go in a different direction and not all in on secrets. But hey, you might never know. And this thing might actually find a place in that sort of deck as well. So on the added benefit, this is a great card as long as you're running secrets and you can get secrets out effectively and fast. This thing has really good value, so I like it. Mysterious Blade. From what I heard, this is a paladin weapon, 2 mana 2/2. Okay, so decent stats. Battlecry, if you control a secret, gain +1 attack. So that means it effectively becomes a, you know, blade that we all used before and loved, which got nerfed to being 3 mana. I'm not gonna name it. 1, because I can't remember the name, and 2, because I don't want to. So 2 mana 3/2 weapon, basically. As long as you have secrets, it's not gonna be that hard to have secrets. 2 mana 3/2 weapon is definitely a strong weapon, so this is definitely going to be played in almost any kind of deck that has at least a couple of secrets. Paladin specific. Blessing of the Ancients. What the bunny, squirrel, pigeon, tortoise? I don't even know what that is. Ferret? I might have butchered the name of that thing. Okay. 3 mana, twin spell, give your minions +1/+1. So it's a buff card. Works really well with token style decks. It is also a spell, so Ancient Keeper, whatever those 4 mana things are. That summon a 1/1 whenever you cast a spell. I'm having a really difficult time sometimes remembering the name of old cards that haven't been played in a long time. I know of them, I know the card, I know exactly what they do. Just the names. The names sometimes elude me. Okay, that said, it is a twin spell, so more buffs, more buffs, more buffs, more spells, more spells, more buffs. Okay, Druid, token, like it, love it, think it's good. Next we have Scargill. What? 4 mana 4/4 Morlock for Shaman. Your Morlocks cost 1. Okay, that's powerful. That's actually powerful. We already know Morlocks on their own can really fast degenerate into really broken things. Scargill helps that. Now, it's a good thing that we are not gonna have Quest anymore, but still, just saying, don't mess with the Murlocs. They're gonna. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next episode.